Joining me now on the Daily Ledger Page 5 beat from Nashville, Tennessee, economic analyst, hedge fund manager, and contributor to Forbes and other publications, Thomas Landstreet. Tom, I don't support Michael Bloomberg, but he is an alternative out there. I mean, heck, Michael Bloomberg standing next to Bernie Sanders. Bloomberg looks like a raving conservative.
No doubt about it. My guess is he might be running just to save his own wealth from Elizabeth Warren's wealth tax. He says he's going to invest $150 million. That's chump change compared to what he would lose of his $50 billion fortune if any of these wealth taxes went into play. So it's a good investment. It's also a sign that Biden's weak. I think that he had flirted with running before, but pulled back because Biden was, the moderate. We also already know that Democrat donors, the rich, are very reticent to give money to these wild-eyed leftists. So It's a smart move, no matter how you slice it.
I think it's a sign that the entire Democrat field is weak. And the fact that he's entering in is evidence of that. And the fact that Hillary, she's still out there lurking. You never know what's going to happen. Speaking of lurking, we have the USMCA. Somewhere in the dark recesses of the United States Congress and the House of Representatives, somewhere on Nancy Pelosi's desk, is this trade agreement that's supposed to be bigger, better, and more pro-America than NAFTA, yet it seems like the Democrat-controlled House of Representatives has got other things going on, like trying to remove the 45th President of the United States. And so here we have now Mexico, probably Canada too, but Mexico saying, hey, Nancy, can you take this thing up?
Yeah, and by the way, maybe Pelosi will listen to the left-wing leader AMLO down in Mexico more than she would Trump. Mexico, by the way, is the biggest beneficiary of the China-U.S. tax trade war. I hear more and more companies are moving their manufacturing capacity to Mexico. AMLO's very, very lucky, by the way, to have that, despite his very left-wing leanings. He's benefiting a great deal from the U.S.-China trade skirmish. But either way, I certainly hope she can get over the partisan witch hunt for 1 minute and sign this. It would be very beneficial to them and us, obviously.
Curious statement, speaking of China, from the Chinese, the communist Chinese, that they're going to work and protect intellectual property. This is one of the mainstays that the Trump administration is trying to stop, the theft of intellectual property on the part of the Chinese of American companies. What do you make of this statement? Is this a sign that this is part of the deal that's imminent?
Certainly hope so, but we heard this exact same thing a little over a year ago. President Xi made a statement that they were going to address the problem of intellectual property theft. So once again, I just remain skeptical. And at some point, though, Graham, they probably will have their own intellectual property to protect. They haven't had it up until now, but you could expect, from what I understand, they're making some technological, leaps and bounds right now, developments. They've got something to protect. So you'd think that it would be in their interest. Again, I remain a skeptic until I see something more concrete.
No, I'm with you. I think this is the Chinese, once again, borrowing a page from the president's book, The Art of the Deal, out there getting it out there in the ether, see what the reaction is like, and then decide behind the scenes exactly what to do or not do. Thomas, thanks.
Want to see more videos like this? Click on the link below and subscribe to One American News on YouTube, and call your cable provider and kindly demand that One American News is added to your lineup. Call and subscribe today.